Yo, what's going on, family? This is Cookie the Cruise Retro 80s night on the Carnival Horizon. Yo, I ride shotgun with Ron Sees America, and you should too. So be sure to subscribe and follow, because you won't be disappointed.
Come and take a ride with Ron Sees America. Yeah, come and take a ride with Ron Sees America. Ron Sees America.
So Kenny, how's it going so far? How you going?
It's going good.
Yeah, what do you think?
I'm loving it.
So far on this tour, and we're doing the golf cart tour, folks, in case you hadn't noticed. What on this golf cart tour have you has interested you the most?
Just seeing the ocean and the blue water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the brick kilns and everything back there?
Yeah, those are really cool. Just seeing everything. Just seeing how beautiful it is.
Cool.
Yeah.
Were those brick kilns?
Yeah. I'm struggling to keep my eyes on the road, eh?
Yeah.
So pretty.
Great. Well.
Stay there.
Yeah. Stay here.
Thank you very much. Very nice to meet you.
So everybody, hello, and thank you for coming in to my stream here on Ron Sees America. And this is a special edition of RSA today because we're a part of a benefit Cruise-A-Thon, quote unquote, for Helping Hands for Cruising. And I'm a pending board member on that, just going through the paperwork process. And really quickly before she has to go to work, here comes Crystal, and let me see.
Hi guys.
Oh, how are you? Hey, Miss O, how you doing?
Good.
Yeah, good. So, Crystal, we're doing a big thing today. How's it been going so far?
It's been going amazing. We have raised so far $1,163.78 as of Marshall's show today. We're looking to hope that doubles, triples, and quadruples by tonight, and rounding the night out between $2,000 to $3,000.
And Miss O, what do you think about the cause? What you've heard so far? What do you think about what's going on here? What we're all doing here?
Way to put her on the spot there, Mr. Ron.
Well, she's on camera, so
I don't.
So what do you? Okay, hold on. What do you feel? How do you feel about your mom helping out this amazing
I don't
cause?
know, but I want to go in to go.
We got to go in, but yeah. See,
right. She's
kids
ready to
aside.
go. She's ready to go see hockey, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
cool. So y'all going to see who y'all playing tonight?
the Binghamton Bear. Oh shoot, Livy, I just lost all my stuff. Hold on.
Live on live YouTube, folks.
Well, all my badges came out of my. Is everything there? Please make
Right.
sure. I'm missing my certificates.
What do we got here? So, Crystal, I just wanted to thank you real quick for all the hard work you put into all this, and wish your team luck in your hockey game tonight.
Thanks. So we're playing the Binghamton Bears. They're from New York. That's who
Okay,
we're
cool.
playing. Braden, hold
Okay,
this.
cool. Well, good luck to the Port Huron Prowlers tonight, and
Thanks.
y'all don't work too hard, okay?
Me work? No, not at all.
They're not.
All righty. Wish us luck. I hope we earn a little bit of money for the cause tonight.
If there's a lot of fights, then yeah, I will be very busy. But I will see you guys all tonight on Mike's live stream, and we get out at we should be out of here by 10:30 the latest. So I will be back on Mike's live stream to help fill you guys all in with the ending totals for this evening. So you guys all take care. Ron, you know what to do. Thank you all supporting for Helping Hands for Cruising, and we will see you guys all on the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye. Kenny, it looks like they're about to have fun there tonight, and I happen to know that I don't know if they're filling that capacity tonight, but I believe Miss O does statistician work, and then Crystal helps. I'm not sure exactly what she does, but she also helps the team on game night. So good luck to them and their Port Huron Prowlers tonight.
Yep.
Kenny, what'd you think about some of them clips I showed there?
Those were awesome clips, awesome memories.
Yeah.
And just precious memories to look back on.
So what do you think about this one, Kenny?
So I'm in there and I'm tinkling and I'm holding my pants up with one hand because I'm going commando and they're trying to fall off of me in the bathroom while I'm tinkling.
Is that why your zipper's in there?
Oh no.
Don't let it come out. Don't let it come out.
Don't let it out. Don't let it out.
God, girls was like, I'm
Spicy sausage.
So Kenny, what did we have a good time right then, or what? What was going on there?
That's right there. Between that one and that time you was talking about the booty wishes.
Yeah, we didn't get that one on tape, unfortunately. Yeah, we didn't get that one on tape. So Kenny, would you like to say hello to some of our guests tonight? Some of my guests.
Hello, Amanda just chilling, Danny D, the super supporter, Desert Adventures in Arizona, Captain Billy J, Jolly Matilda, Meg, Troy S, Robert Mac Media, Magnificent Germany with Darian, Fed for Expedition, Melonomadic Adventures, and Busby Adventures, Michigan Carol, everybody in the chat. Of course, Destination Delight, James Catnese, which reminds me, James Catnese is the next recipient on
Yep.
on this next cruise that's happening March the 12th through the 19th.
Right.
It's going to be hosted by Fantastic Cruising. Matt and
Kenny,
Kimber.
just to interrupt you, Kenny, Fantastic Cruising will be going on live stream tonight. Not sure if it's, I don't think it's now, but in the next hour, is that right?
It's at, if I remember, Meg can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. Don't know what time, but I think it's 6:11 there now. So I just spoke with them a little while ago. They are preparing for their stream tonight. Here comes Crystal's coming back for a moment.
There, now I can talk and hear you guys, and you won't hear all the background noises. I had to go put my earbuds in.
Oh, did you put us in your crotch? Between your legs?
No.
When you were holding us earlier, you were trying to pick up stuff.
I was holding you like this.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. Because
you know what? A real YouTuber never reveals what we do. But if you want to pay $100, I just may.
Whoa, that accelerated real fast. Crystal. Okay, so Crystal, did you see what we just played? Did you just see that?
No.
So I guess I can play it again here.
So I'm in there and I'm tinkling and I'm holding my pants up with one hand because I'm going commando and they're trying to fall off of me in the bathroom while I'm tinkling.
Is that why your zipper's in there?
Oh no!
Don't let it come out. Don't let it come out.
Don't let it out! Don't let it out!
God, girls was like, I'm
Spicy sausage.
So Crystal, do we have a lot of laughs from Kenny or not?
Yeah, we sure did. A lot of shenanigans, that is for sure. A lot.
What about that particular moment? I mean, yeah, caught me with my zipper down there, didn't y'all?
Well, what the funny part of it is you had to go in to use the bathroom. And me, if anybody knows me, everybody knows that I love to joke around. I love to have fun. And I was like, oh, Ron's in the bathroom. Hey, you shake it more than once, you're playing with yourself. And he must have heard me and Kenny giggling. And he hurried up. And next thing you know, he was running out of the bathroom. And he jumps into a pose position like this. And he's got the camera like right up in our faces. And I'm like, I just happened to turn and look. And I was like, oh. Ron, your barn door is open.
Doors open. Yeah, it was. I rolled over onto my stomach, folks. So nothing got loose.
He was a gentleman. He did apologize, but we have laughed about that moment ever since.
Yes.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Yeah. Yeah, so we had a couple of we had some you and I had some good times helping Kenny around the ship. He didn't need a lot of help even on the excursions. He's pretty independent, but we at Helping Hands for Cruising I was actually with the organization at that point. But Crystal has some physical limitations that if Kenny fell, it would be tough for her to help him. And so she asked me to go along with them, and we had a great time, like the clip you just saw, and this one as well.
Did you touch his wiener, his spicy sausage?
Okay, shut it down.
You know, I do recall a clip like that where he is walking through the buffet and somebody says, hey, Kenny, that's bootylicious. You can't get that out of a machine. and Kenny literally about dies in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, we had some great times. So Kenny, yeah. Um, so who were we referring to in that clip? Who was I referring to? Tell me about Glenn
Talking about
and
Gwen and
Sarah.
Sarah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was where I forget what day it was, but it was where we was at breakfast at the marketplace,
Right.
and we all sat at the and Matt and Kimbra and Shaun and Illana, RV on the wayside, and then
Donovan and yeah,
what now?
Donovan and Jody, RV on the
Yeah,
wayside.
yeah, and then you had Gwen and Sarah from Travel Tour Taste. And Sarah sat in front of me and she took a bite into this sausage. And I guess it must have been really spicy. and she's not a big fan of spicy food. but when she did that, she made the face.
She was like,
and
how long was y'all's giggling time for? How long was it time for?
We laughed for a good 15, 20, 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
And yeah, I mean,
I think somebody said 37 minutes. I think Donovan.
Yeah, something like that. But
Yeah.
it was definitely a blast for sure. We actually had another couple and his son, and he was kind of
autistic.
Yeah,
autistic.
Autistic, yeah. And he was wondering, and he came over and he said, I had him going. I had him laughing, man. And let's just say everybody's sides was hurting. And Glenn was sitting right next to me laughing like a duck. And
oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah.
I never heard anybody laugh like a duck before.
Yeah, it was all in good fun and we had a great time. We're always having fun on the ship, but tell me one of the reasons why. Tell me y'all, both of y'all tell me your thoughts about this guy. Hold on.
Yo, what's going on, family? This is Cookie the Cruise Retro 80s night on the Carnival Horizon. Yo, I ride shotgun where Ron sees America, and you should too. So be sure to subscribe and follow because you won't be disappointed. Until then, we'll see you later. Peace.
So I know you're about to be engaged in your the game there. So why don't you go first? Tell me what your impression of Cookie was.
Well, first of all, I have 20 minutes before they come out on the ice,
Okay.
so we're good.
Good.
My first impression of him was he's crazy. He fits in, and he's definitely part of this organization for sure. He's like, just like as if you were to meet this person off on dry land and come up to him and introduce yourself, he would fit right in with all of you because his personality just shined through everything and anything that man did. And
how much of a role, I mean, how much credit goes to him for making that a fun cruise, and to cruise directors in general?
I would say 100 plus %. Like,
so Kenny, before I get your take on Cookie the cruise director. Oh no, he just appeared. Just disappeared. Okay, I'll give our other guests a moment to come back. Kenny, give me your thoughts on what you thought about Cookie and the job he did at making that Carnival Horizon your first cruise ever so much fun.
I just think Cookie is an awesome guy. He's fun to be around. I love his personality,
Yeah,
and he's just an awesome, uh, generous, kind guy. And
right.
no, I'm eating a popsicle, Meg. Um,
So I've got y'all bouncing on my stomach. That's when I ho ho ho. That's why y'all bounce bounce. So let Kenny, let me interrupt you and bring up someone else and get this person's take on Cookie the cruise director. Hello,
Hi,
Shaun. Good
y'all.
day. Good day. How are you going?
G'day, folks. How we doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Shaun Ornellas. He's the president of Helping Hands for Cruising out of Australia. Him and his wife Illana are the ones that founded Helping Hands for Cruising. Shaun, why don't you just briefly describe what your charity, Helping Hands for Cruising, is all about?
Well, thanks for having me up, Ron. And
Yep.
Crystal, you're doing an amazing job. I'll just keep telling everybody that. And so are you, Meg, because I know you're listening in the background. Helping Hands for Cruising, what can I say? It's a charity that we set up to help people who were otherwise indisposed to be able to do so jump on a cruise. So, for example, Kenny, never seen the ocean, never seen the beach, and he's on a cruise, and he's had an experience of a lifetime. And not only did we change Kenny's life, but we changed our lives as well. So there you go. That's what Helping Hands for Cruising is all about. It's about giving them an opportunity to change a life.
So I invited Matt and Kimber on the show to talk about the next Helping Hands for Cruise. Kenny was on the inaugural cruise. I want you to speak a little bit about your experience on that inaugural cruise of Helping Hands for Cruising, and then talk a little bit about the next one, because Matt and Kimbra couldn't make it because they're preparing for their own show later on this evening in this Helping Hands
Yep.
for Cruising Cruise-A-Thon. And so if you don't mind, would you go into that a little bit, please?
No challenge at all. Look, you put Kenny on, and I can tell you, there is not 1 minute where you don't hear a giggle going from somewhere. I mean,
Yeah.
Kenny, we've actually had to pick him up off the floor, literally,
Yeah.
because he's been laughing so much.
Yeah.
We've almost had the concern that actually Kenny would wet himself. That's how much he was laughing. I mean, I had to clean up after Illana because of that 37-minute laugh that Kenny had there. Not only did it drag Kenny into it, it dragged the entire, I will say that, the entire buffet into that giggle. And boy, did we have to clean up the mess afterwards. Seriously. People were just wetting themselves laughing. It was just so funny. Having said that, we've shown Kenny what the sea looks like. We've shown him what a beach looks like. We actually took him onto the beach. We actually almost chucked him in the water. But you know, Kenny loves his water. He does not want to swim in it.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. But then also we've actually taught Kenny a little bit about what goes on under the ocean. And
Hold on. You said Kenny won't swim in it? I bet you if that water was filled with a bunch of beautiful women in bikinis that were drowning, Kenny would for sure jump in to help save someone.
The bikinis would have to be the ones you were wearing, Crystal. You know, the see-through bikinis.
Shaun, don't reveal them.
What?
Come on, Ron. You saw the see-through bikinis that the girls were wearing.
Yeah. Not much left of the imagination. Right, Kenny?
Not much left of the imagination.
That's exactly right.
Yep. Well, James and Cindy, Scott and Amber are going to have similar experiences. They're going, in Kenny's favorite words, their tongue is going to slap their brains with all the food they're going to taste.
Yep.
They are going to wet the sides, shake the ship with all the laughter they're going to have. We're gonna have
Kenny,
an enjoyable.
speak a little bit about those different foods that you had that you never had that you had aboard the Carnival Horizon on your cruise.
Um, well, I had escargot, and
What?
that was that escargot. For those who may not know what escargot is, that is snail, and it is with garlic butter on it, and something else. I think, but
Look, Kenny, why didn't you just say it was tongue brain slapping good?
it was made your
What
Yeah,
tongue
else?
that
slap your brain. Yeah.
that
It and then I also had my first braised rabbit. I'd never had braised rabbit before.
rabbit. I've never had rabbit or snail.
Uh, it was pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah, I think I
but
put a snail in my
Um,
mouth once when I was a little kid, and I never done it again, ever.
Kenny,
what?
Kenny, what did
Yes,
you eat that you don't like?
I actually ate some avocado.
Hmm.
Hang on a minute. Let's just make
Yeah.
that clear. What do you think of Ava?
It's not good by itself. I will
But
say
you
that.
had it on the cruise ship.
Yes.
You need to dip it in sour cream like I did.
Oh no, that's even worse.
Oh, okay. All right. So Shaun, tell me. So Shaun, tell me what it means to you and Illana to be able to you know operate a charity that benefits people this way.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. When I first started this thing off, I thought, you know what? We'll get Kenny on a cruise, change his life. But my heart is so full because we've gotten to the point where the next cruise we've got 2 sets of recipients. And we are looking at possible more cruises that we can get on board with more recipients.
Right.
Let me say, my heart is so full, and especially having the people around us, like, for example, you, Ron, and you, Crystal, and Meg, and Donovan, and Lorraine, and Matt and Kimbra, and all the people that we've come in contact with, and everybody who's donated. I tell you what, my heart is so full because I know that at the end of the day, we're going to be changing a bucket load of lives.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. As Kenny has described already. Crystal, did you have anything you wanted to ask Shaun or say?
No, I have something I want to say real quick, and then I got to go. But
Okay.
so I'm going to throw out a challenge for all those that have heard us talk about our see-through bikinis. I will get a panel together that will reveal those see-through bikinis. If we can get to $1,000 by the end of tonight, those see-through bikinis will be revealed on Sunday nights, closing parties on my channel, and we have to get to $1,000 by the end of tonight.
Challenge.
So if
Challenge
you want
thrown
to
down.
see all of those amazing see-through bikinis on not just myself, but
The
a
Golden
few
Girls.
other Golden Girls participants who shall remain nameless, get those bets in, get those pennies in. We were going to tally this tonight and find out if it's going to happen or not.
Good on you, Chris.
I don't know, man. I'll be watching.
Get the money in. Get the money in. It's a sight to be seen.
Get the money in. Yep. Get it
And
in.
maybe we can have our stand up here model his budgie smugglers.
Oh,
Kenny,
oh,
you still got them, don't you?
No.
Kenny.
No, well, Kenny, we can get to do them, but I'd have to get Rabbi Sek Schmimmelhauser to do his.
Yes, and he will have to be a participant on Sunday night
Oy vey.
stream.
And maybe
That's my statement, Ron. That was my statement exactly. Oy vey. But if I can get a hold of him, I'll get him on board.
Yes, please
I'm
do.
sure he will.
Please
You got
do.
me on board when I wasn't going to go.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see.
So remember, that's $1,000 by the end of the night tonight, guys. So we have how
Whoa.
many hours left?
That's a gauntlet.
What time is it right now?
6:30.
Okay, so you're on 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. That's 5 hours and a half to raise $1,000. Make me proud, YouTube fam.
Yeah. Well, guys, it's a sight to be seen. Crystal in her see-through bikini.
With my avocado pasties at that.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my gosh.
They are
Okay.
good enough to eat.
The avocados, that is.
That's correct. That's correct.
Family hour here. Anyway. So,
all right, guys, I actually have to go because they're going to be coming out of the locker room in under a minute. So, and it's going to get really noisy, and you're not going to be able to hear me. So, Ron, have an amazing hour. Good luck to everybody. Thank you guys all for all you would do. Sorry, I have to step away for a few minutes, for a few hours, but duty calls, and my job starts right in this box. So, guys, have a great night, and we will see you guys all tonight on Mike's live stream. Bye, y'all.
Take care.
All right, Crystal, thanks for being here.
Have fun. All right, Mr. Kenny. When's your next cruise?
Not sure when my next cruise will be, to be honest.
So, well, Kenny, I want to show. I hope I'm doing this right, but I want to show inbound file type. Okay, well, I guess it's not going to let me. I was going to show a picture. How do I do it?
You press that button, then you press the other button over there.
Oh, that one and the other one. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then the one just over next to the first one that you pressed, that one.
Oh, okay. That one too. All right. I have no idea what you're talking about.
That makes two of us.
So we're gonna do this. So can you see the picture I'm showing, Kenny, and everyone else?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I see it. Of the ship, yeah.
So what did you think about that monster ship, Kenny?
It is huge, and you definitely get your exercise for sure.
What did you think the first time you saw that ship?
Do what, Shaun? I'm sorry.
The first time you saw that ship, what went through your head?
I was thinking, wow, that is one huge ship.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, wow, I've never been on something this big before. And
so yeah, it was, could you believe something that big afloat, Kenny?
Yeah, it was an amazing, awesome, cool experience for sure. And I do highly recommend for anybody that has never cruised before. I do highly recommend bringing, even though you may or may not need it, seasickness medicine. For sure.
Yeah.
It can become your best friend.
Did you need yours, Kenny?
Yes, I took mine every day. That I was on the that I was on the ship. So
you felt pretty good anyway.
Except for the first couple of days, it was like I felt like I'd been run over by a Mack truck, and I was all stopped up. And I thought it was because
Kenny, I forgot to tell you, it wasn't a Mack truck; it was a Peterbilt.
Uh, I thought it was because my system hadn't gotten used to new environments like that before. That's
Hmm.
um.
New
So
environments, clean air, different type of air,
hmm
a lot more salty than what you're used to.
Yep.
So you would. I'm glad that you enjoyed it, and I'm glad it had such a profound impact on your life, because I mean I know, and I'm really appreciative. Um, Folks, you know, Kenny went on the cruise, and one thing I said to him in the very start was, um, Kenny, I said, Kenny, the one thing I want you to do now is pay it forward. And I must say, I'm incredibly proud to say that Kenny has paid it forward. He actually put in a donation that he received, and he put that into the Helping Hands for Cruising um, uh, channel so that he could pay it forward to somebody else. And so for that, I'm incredibly grateful. Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, I saw that
Uh,
last night. That was a pretty cool gesture on your part, Kenny. I know things are pretty tight for you, so that was a pretty touching way of paying it back.
mhm.
Also, what I want to say is, if anybody is doing the donations, have you got the donation link in the downstairs, Ron?
Oh, the donation link should be pinned to the top of the YouTube output.
It
Awesome.
is.
So, anybody who is going to donate, there's a couple of things you're going to be donating for, and we'd be really appreciative. Um, First of all, when you do your donation, would you mind please putting it in US dollars, if you for those of you across the pond. Those of you that are my side of the pond, continue with Aussie dollars, but those of you that are across the pond on Ron and Kenny's side, please put it in US dollars, because that saves us conversion money, which would be greatly appreciated. Now, I see Lillian's got a comment there that her husband loves my accent. Lillian, tell your husband I don't have an accent. Everybody else does.
Everybody
Now,
else does.
yeah. Now, the other thing I want to say is, when you're doing your donations, folks, number one, if you're going to donate into the silent auction, please tell us what your donation is for, so that we can then attribute it to the silent auction, or just for general purposes. Now, the silent auction, for those that don't know, the silent auction is for a solar panel. It's a foldable solar panel that you can lay over the top of your vehicle, or lay on top of your awning, or whatever the case might be. So this device retails apparently at over $800. Folks, it's being donated. Now, the way that the donation works is, you will donate to purchase the item. Highest bid wins it. But what the highest bid wins is the opportunity to spin a wheel, so that somebody who is less fortunate, not able to afford it, can actually win the device. And now all we're going to work out in the next segment or two is how we actually get those recipients onto the wheel. But that is the intention. The intention is that the highest bidder, and even if we don't supply it to the recipient by the end of the Cruise-A-Thon, we will figure out a way to get it to them after the Cruise-A-Thon. But at the end of the day, folks, put your money in. We only want $10,000, not much.
No, that's not much at all. So I wanted to share a clip of other things that happened. Let me stop it right here. Let's see. Well, I guess you can hear that, but I'm gonna try it again so you can see it. It will be this.
I see a question in the chat.
I'll get to it.
Well, it's got it kind of turned sideways, don't it? Okay, so let's remove that. Tell me a little bit about the nightlife you experienced on board the ship, Kenny and Shaun afterwards.
Well, I got to go to 80s night,
Yeah.
and that was a lot of fun. Um, and I got to experience those drag queens as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
Kenny. And we were really worried about you then.
Yes. um,
Yeah, because you're
um,
not used to seeing that sort of thing. You're not used to seeing that, huh, Kenny?
no, not really. No.
Yeah. So that
Let
that was
me
an
just
experience as
say,
well.
Ron, if you don't mind, let me just say those drag queens could not get their hands off Kenny.
Nope.
No.
I thought we weren't going to talk about that, Shaun.
Oh, whoops.
Oops,
Sorry.
oops. So I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this one more time and share this video here. Well, that went sideways quick. Anyway, sideways as it was, that's a little bit of that was what 80s party night. Was that the party or the sail away party, Shaun?
That was the 80s party. And Ron,
Yes.
listen, can you remember, because I have it vividly in my mind. Can you remember seeing Kenny do a little bit of a wiggle dance?
Yes.
I
And he
mean,
wore the
Kenny was saying that he'd never dance. He would never dance. But
Oh
I
yeah.
could see Kenny sitting in the wheelchair
Yep.
and bopping away to some of that
Yep.
80s music.
Yep. He was. He danced with Crystal and you danced with other girls, Kenny? Because I didn't have eyes on you
Yeah,
around.
it was Amy from Amethyst Hayes Adventures.
Nice, nice, nice. So was that fun for you that you were able that you were brought into that action and
Yes,
got to do some
yeah,
dancing?
yeah. It was fun, and it was all. And I also what I thought was fun was the showdown and the Halloween costume party,
Hmm. Yeah.
and got to watch a little bit of Deal or No Deal as well.
Cool. Deal or No Deal is a game that they play in the ship's theater, correct?
It was in the auditorium, I think it was,
Right, right.
or the
Shaun,
atrium.
Shaun, can you talk about that? That our next recipients will find on board of their ship and which ship they're going on again.
So they're going on the Pride, Carnival Pride. It's going out of Tampa. It is, I'll tell you, it's, oh my God, it's just getting so, oh my goodness. Let me just bring this up a second. Can you believe it? It's under 30 days. Under 30 days.
Yeah, it's coming up quick. It's coming up quick. Absolutely.
And so they're going to be seeing some of these shows like Dare, those that Kenny said. They're also going to see some of the great comedy shows that are on board. Man,
Right.
the Alchemy Bar is going to be the hive of the community, and what's more, they're going to be spending some awesome time with some really awesome people.
And some of those people are in the chat. Meg's in the chat. I don't know if
Yep.
Paul's in here. I cannot see the chat, but Paul is.
Hey, wherever Meg
Matt and
is,
Kimbra.
Paul's there.
Matt and Kimbra
but
are.
yes, he's the second last. He's the second last comment. Okay, now the third last. We're also they are going to be spending some time with Matt and Kimbra. They're going to be spending some time with Paradij. They're going to be spending some time with Troy S, I believe.
Yes.
Oh yes, I believe the captain's going to be on there as well. So there will be a host of people that that will be going on that cruise. And as Meg says, it's almost cruise day. Hang on, it's almost cruise day.
Cruise day.
G'day, Najuma.
Hello, Najuma.
So I'm over here in the chat for a little bit. We're going to see what's going on in there. JJ, I would really like to invite everyone for my live Saturday at 3 p.m. For the first few minutes, I'm going to share a very personal story as to why I think hashtag H4C is so important in this world. So y'all tune in to JJ's segment of the Helping Hands for Cruising Cruise-A-Thon on Saturday. That's tomorrow at 3 p.m. And I'm going to say that's Eastern, JJ. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, that is correct, Ron.
Meg has offered the Cruise-A-Thon playlist that'll take you through everybody that's booked at this point. That's James Cantonese and his wife Cindy are the next recipients of Helping Hands for Cruising benefit cruise. And he's saying hi to Roy and Becky's travels. Hi, Roy and Becky. Thank you for being here. Michael Ann's full mama saying hi to Paul. Hi, Michael Ann. How you doing? Hope you're doing well today.
Hey, Punk Travelers.
Larry is in the house, and I'm honored to say that I got to spend a little bit of time, just me and Larry, talking for a little while and having a drink and getting to know Larry a little bit better in person, and really dig his show there. So y'all check his show out at Plump Travelers, and I believe you can find.
I just want to say I feel so sorry for you spending time with Larry. I mean, that guy is just a bucket load of fun, and you had to disgrace yourself by spending time with him. I mean, seriously.
Well, I mean, he's such a bucket load to have fun with. I was really damaged after we parted ways because I was depressed at that point because we were no longer talking that day.
Well, let me say this. Larry is the only person I know that came 3 seconds short of beating Glenna the dog in eating the Guy's Burger at the Guy's Burger competition.
Nice. So why don't you explain Glenna, who is Glenna, and tell us about Glenna's humans there, Shaun.
So Glenna is Deborah Wright's icing dog. Deb is blind, and she has Glenna to be her eyes for her. She's a gorgeous dog, beautiful lab, and at the cruise we had a competition. The competition was who could eat a Guy's Burger the quickest. And Larry demolished his burger in 11 seconds. I mean, he literally demolished it. It was an absolute beauty to watch until Glenna came along. And Glenna destroyed it.
Yeah.
3 seconds flat.
Yeah. Absolutely. And so tell us a little bit more about I'm sorry, I just got distracted by something. About Linda, is that right? Did I get that right?
Who?
The Glenna's the lady that was Glenna was with.
Deborah Wright.
Yeah, she was a supporter, correct? Or is she
correct?
She's a supporter. Okay. Yeah, and just the nicest lady. I had a picture here I wanted to show, and that's what I was trying to get on here. But
I believe they're on a cruise.
She cruises quite a bit, but she's just the nicest lady, and Glenna was just the nicest service dog that helped Glenna around there. So Glenna also spent a little bit of time with me and Kenny out at what was it, Kenny? La Romana. No, not La Romana. Amber Cove.
Mm-hmm.
Amber Cove, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Travel Adventures with Eric B.
Just the nicest lady.
G'day,
Hey,
Amber.
Travel
How you
Adventures
going?
with Eric B. Eric was my cabin mate on the Carnival Horizon.
Oh,
Had
God.
fun hanging
How
out
did
with
you manage
Eric. Well,
surviving with Eric B?
yeah, well, yeah. Hey, he says hi, Ron, Shaun, and Kenny. Hey, Eric.
Hey,
Hope you're
kicking a
doing well,
queen,
sir.
Amber.
Hope you're doing well.
For those that
Kicking a
may not
Queen is in the
know,
house.
yes, that is Amber, and that is the other half of Kicking It Country. Scott, and for those that may not know, they are the other two recipients going on this Carnival Pride, along with James Catnese and Cindy.
Right. So, let's see. Hello, Lily. Thank you for being here, Lily, and always being such a great supporter. Danny D, the super supporter. Thank you for being here, Danny, for dropping links where appropriate. Do I have you as a mod, Danny? Let me see.
No,
Okay.
You don't even have me as a
Shaun, do you have
not
any
yet.
I can handle it.
yeah, do you have any final thoughts while I go see about this moderator for Danny D?
Me?
Yes, please. Your final thoughts on the Cruise-A-Thon and Helping Hands for Cruising, etc.
Well, let me say, first of all, I'm incredibly humbled because you guys are digging deep into your pockets, and we're getting the emails that say the donations are coming in. We appreciate that. We really want you to continue to do so. We want it to be that Helping Hands for Cruising is not here for 5 minutes. Helping Hands for Cruising is going to be a long-term affair, and so as a result, we would be eternally grateful if you were to dig even further and just help. I think that going on a cruise ship has got to be the best vacation of a lifetime, and anybody who's never done it and now has the privilege of doing it has their life is totally fulfilled, enriched. And the best way to actually put that in place is to say, well, you go on a cruise ship, you're going to a different place, you're getting different entertainment, you're getting all your accommodation, you're eating all sorts of different types of foods, and all of that is part of your experience.
Mm-hmm.
And so we think that anybody who's not going on a cruise and enjoying and growing that way certainly is having certainly needs to be educated. So, folks, come on, help them, bring them on board. Danny D has just dropped the link. Please put it in US dollars. Just drop some cash. Any bit helps. 50 cents, a buck, $5.
Yep.
Who cares? Every little bit
Yep.
helps.
Yes.
At the end of the
does.
day, we want 10 grand because that will put 5 couples on a ship.
That's awesome, and let me just say before my show is over, that I want to thank you and Illana for everything you've done to make this possible for people who may not be able to do this kind of trip on their own. It does cost, a bit of money, and when we each put in a little bit, it all adds up in the end. That person, we will help make their dream a reality, and that's sort of what the slogan is for Helping Hands for Cruising. Correct,
It's our
Shaun?
pleasure. It's our pleasure, and we are absolutely humbled and privileged to be associated with you guys. And if you do look at the logo, you will see hands underneath a ship. And yes, that is it. Helping Hands for Cruising.
Yep. So I've got a few more minutes here. I'm going to run down through the chat a little bit because I've messed switching to sharing stuff up pretty bad so far. So we got Steve in the house. Hello, Steve.
Hey,
Steve
Steve.
says, Shaun, that's well said. And we got Danny D dropping links, and Crystal is in the house for now. Hi, Crystal. Thank you for dropping in the chat. And yeah. So we've got the next cruise is coming up, and is there a spot still open on that cruise? Do you know, Shaun? I know you're not in
I
charge of that one
believe
or anything.
I believe that particular cruise is fully booked.
Awesome. That's awesome. And do you have a head count of how many people are going with the Helping Hands for Cruise group?
Um, uh, from the Helping Hands for under the auspices of Helping Hands, we've currently got, I think it is 10 people that are Helping Hands related.
Cool.
But I don't know how many others out of the group cruise we're going to get.
And they sail once again on what ship?
It's
The
on the Carnival
Carnival
Pride,
Pride.
and it's
Right.
going out of Tampa, and it's in March.
So you guys, if you guys want to keep up with what's going on in that cruise, I'm almost positive you'll see content coming both off the ship real time, and then in future videos of the Helping Hands for Cruising group on that ship. And so be on the lookout for that. Shaun, I'm proud to be a part of the organization. I'm a pending member, pending paperwork completion and all that, but it was an honor to be chosen by you guys in the board to be on the board of Helping Hands for Cruising. So I'm proud of that. Kenny, I'm proud that this organization allowed you to experience for the first time, and I watched you experience a lot of that. And I don't know if I ever left my zipper open in front of a girl before, so there's that.
Mate, there's a first time for everything.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that. And so I'm gonna wrap it up, give y'all a few minutes to hit the restroom or get a snack or whatever before the next show starts. The next show, Kenny, do we know who it is? I don't. I've been busy.
It is SCT Adventures. Greg and Felicia. Just
Okay,
make
so
sure
what
you
about
go. I think
yeah,
one of the moderators had already dropped it in the chat. Somebody else can re-drop it in there.
okay, that's SDT Adventures, correct?
SCT.
Sierra Charlie
SCT.
Tango.
Okay,
And
SCT Adventures. Y'all give them
yep.
a Ron Sees America raid over there. Go over there and check their live out for Helping Hands for Cruising on the Cruise-A-Thon. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you, Shaun.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Kenny.
Thanks for having me, Ron.
Yep. So
see you over there,
let's
guys.
go on over and do that raid. And good luck to everybody else on the Helping Hands for Cruising Cruise-A-Thon tonight and the rest of the weekend. And thank you for being here, Shaun. Good day.
Good day.